Welcome back to World Decoder. In our previous journey, we marveled at the 10 billion dong helmet of the F-35 pilot. But a much larger question arises. How can a 15-meter steel block weighing tons vanish from the world's most modern radars? Today, we will decode the secret lying within its shell, RAM, or Radar Absorbent Material, the legendary invisible paint of aviation. To understand this, imagine a giant elephant standing in an empty room. Even with closed eyes, you can sense its presence. Radar works exactly the same way. It transmits radio waves, waiting for them to hit an object and bounce back immediately. Normally, an old generation fighter jet would appear on the enemy radar screen as a massive, undeniable glowing streak of light. But with the F-35 or F-22, the enemy radar screen only displays a tiny speck the size of a golf ball. Sometimes it appears as small as a sparrow. This miracle is not magic, but lies in the magical paint covering it. Let us explore Chapter 1, The Trap. The RAM stealth paint is definitely not your ordinary water-based or oil-based house paint. It is an extremely complex material mixture, containing tiny magnetic iron ferrite particles suspended delicately within a specialized polymer matrix base. When enemy radar waves hit the fuselage, instead of bouncing back to sound the alarm, the RAM paint performs a trick. It executes a physical deception, converting the energy of the incoming radar waves directly into thermal energy through rapid molecular vibration. The magnetic particles inside oscillate furiously under radio waves, absorbing them and dispersing them into the air as harmless trace heat. As a result, the enemy radar receives only a signal so weak that it automatically discards it as background atmospheric noise. The system assumes it is just air turbulence or a small biological creature, failing to identify the massive threat approaching it. Moving to Chapter 2, The Angular Design. Paint alone is not enough. The RAM works in tandem with the body shape. Have you noticed that stealth fighters often possess strange sharp angles, flat surfaces, and distinct sawtooth edges along their wings? This design aims to reflect waves elsewhere. If the paint does not absorb everything, the angles push the waves away. The stealth aircraft acts like a mirror assembled from many small tilted pieces, scattering light everywhere but back to your face. The waves are deflected in a completely different direction from the enemy radar position, keeping the aircraft hidden in the void. Chapter 3, The Deadly Process and the Exorbitant Price. Maintaining an F-35's invisibility is a logistical and financial nightmare for engineers. This special coating is never applied by human hands using brushes or spray cans. It requires absolute precision beyond human capability. Instead, it is sprayed by automated robotic arms, with thickness controlled precisely to the thousandth of an inch on every inch. Why such strict standards? If the paint layer is too thick, the aircraft's weight increases significantly, reducing its combat performance. Conversely, if the layer is too thin, the stealth capability vanishes, leaving the pilot vulnerable to enemy detection systems instantly. Especially at joints and weapon bay doors, the coating must ensure absolute tightness. There is no room for error here. Any gap, even 1 millimeter wide, will become a beacon reflecting radar waves, causing the aircraft to be detected immediately. Chapter 4. Can a scratch kill the pilot? This is a question many people ask regarding the durability of stealth. If the paint is scratched by collision or debris, will the plane be exposed? The answer is both yes and no. A small scratch might not make the plane appear as large as a mountain, but it will definitely increase its RCS. In a battle of wits between superpowers, being detected just a few seconds earlier than the opponent is a fatal disadvantage. Those few seconds are enough for a long-range missile to lock onto the target, turning a mission into a tragedy. Therefore, after every flight, engineers must use special handheld devices to scan the entire surface of the aircraft meticulously. They must ensure the invisible armor has absolutely no flaws or scratches before the jet is cleared for the next sortie. The RAM coating is the pinnacle of modern chemistry and physics, but it is also a fatal weakness due to cost. Russia and China are also racing to create their own stealth paints, trying to break the monopoly of American air superiority. Meanwhile, radar systems are evolving, developing longer waves to try and see through the invisibility cloak of these stealth fighters. World Decoder poses a question to you. In the future, will stealth technology eventually win this endless cat and mouse game? Or will radar become powerful enough to turn this $100 million paint job into something completely useless in war? Please leave your opinions in the comments section below, and do not forget to hit subscribe to join me next time. We will decode the next chapter, the 6th generation fighter, exploring a future where humans no longer sit in the cockpit. Stealth is not just about hiding, it is about surviving. It is the silent guardian of the skies in modern warfare. Every molecule in that paint serves a purpose, protecting the pilot from the invisible eyes watching from the ground below. For the pilot, trusting the paint is trusting their life. It is the thin gray line between mission success and destruction. The dedication of the maintenance crews ensures that this technology continues to baffle adversaries and redefine the rules of engagement. As the jet disappears into the clouds, it reminds us that the most powerful things are often the ones we cannot see. From the angular Nighthawk to the alien-like Spirit and now the Lightning, the evolution of stealth is a history of ingenuity. Scientists are already working on metamaterials that could bend light itself, potentially making aircraft invisible to the naked eye someday. Imagine a future where you look up at the sky and see nothing, yet a squadron of jets is right there. But physics is a double-edged sword. Quantum radar technology promises to detect even the most advanced stealth aircraft in existence. The eternal struggle between the shield and the spear continues, pushing humanity to new heights of technological and scientific achievement. Behind every layer of paint and every circuit board, there is still a human element that decides the outcome of war. The F-35 remains a marvel of engineering, a testament to what happens when unlimited budget meets unlimited scientific imagination. It stands as a symbol of dominance, a ghost that haunts the nightmares of defense systems around the entire globe. Achieving the radar signature of a bumblebee for a machine carrying bombs is perhaps the greatest magic trick ever performed. The paint must work across a wide range of frequencies, from search radars to fire control radars, without fail. It must withstand rain, hail, and supersonic speeds without peeling off. The durability of RAM is just as important as stealth. Maintenance crews work tirelessly in the shadows, using advanced lighting to find cracks that the human eye cannot normally see. This perfection comes at a price. Operating these jets costs tens of thousands of dollars for every single hour of flight. Compared to older jets bristling with external weapons, the stealth fighter keeps everything inside to maintain its smooth, ghostly profile. Even during aerial refueling, the stealth coating is at risk. Pilots must fly with extreme precision to avoid scratching the surface. Radar is not the only enemy. Infrared sensors look for heat. The paint helps, but the engine design does the rest. The serrated nozzle edges mix hot exhaust with cold air, reducing the thermal footprint that heat-seeking missiles desperately look for. Stealth is a system of systems. Paint, geometry, heat management, and electronic warfare all combine to create the ultimate invisible warrior. Despite the heavy coating and internal weapons, the aircraft remains agile, capable of dominating the skies in a dogfight if needed. They talk to each other silently. One sees a threat and instantly everyone else knows, without speaking a single word aloud. From high above, these technological marvels patrol the borders, invisible sentinels ensuring safety through the power of advanced material science. The exact formula of the RAM paint remains one of the most closely guarded secrets in the entire military-industrial complex. Nations spy on each other relentlessly, hoping to steal just a fragment of the chemical recipe that makes planes vanish. Saltwater and sea air are the natural enemies of RAM. Carrier operations require even more intensive maintenance to prevent corrosion. Crews wash these multi-million-dollar machines with the care of a surgeon, using specific solutions to protect the delicate chemical bonds. Launching from the sea to the sky, the F-35C carries the weight of naval power wrapped in a cloak of invisibility. Ideally, these weapons will never be used. Their existence alone serves as a deterrent, keeping the peace through superior technology. Even the engine blades are hidden deep inside S-shaped ducts to prevent radar waves from reaching them and bouncing back out. This serpentine intake design is crucial. It traps radar waves before they can touch the highly reflective metal of the engine. It is a symphony of physics, chemistry, and engineering, all playing in perfect harmony to deceive the laws of detection. This technology connects allies across the globe, creating a unified network of invisible defense that few adversaries dare to challenge. As the sun sets on the era of conventional warfare, the age of stealth has firmly taken its place in history. But technology never stands still. What works today may be obsolete tomorrow. The cycle of innovation pushes us ever forward. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of invisible paint, please hit the like button and share this video. Thank you for spending your time with us to unravel the mysteries of the most advanced aviation technology on the planet. I am your host from World Decoder. Stay curious, keep decoding the world, and I will see you in the next episode.